The YouTube police can't hold me down. Hey, YouTube policeman, am I being detained or am I free to go? The Mortal Kombat movie comes out tomorrow. Give me a yes, no, or maybe in the comment section.
You're listening to Chill Your Mind Radio.
Rick, me and Lou Jr. are watching Kong vs. Godzilla and Mortal Kombat tomorrow. Movie night.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis, just walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him, they just hovered round his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air, and Reverend Green, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis. Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis, feet off a Beale, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel walking in Memphis? I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a Beale, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
Is that the greatest one-hit wonder of all time? Fair question. Fair question. I can't name one other song that guy ever did. I'm sure there are. I can't name one, though. Great song, though. How y'all doing? Good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me. Uncle Lou, live for you on YouTube today. Thanks for tuning in to the morning show. Do this 4 mornings a week, normally. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 a.m. Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show every Tuesday and Thursday night at 10 p.m. That's a college football show. Take phone calls for an hour or so. Lunch Money with me and Pigskin Pete, Monday nights at 10. That show's not about anything at all. Literally nothing. It's about Edward. That's about it. How y'all doing this morning? What's today? Thursday. Mortal Kombat comes out tomorrow. How many Mortal Kombat movies have they made? How many? It's got to be 4 or 5. I don't know. Me and Lou Jr. are going to watch that and the Kong movie tomorrow. He has a soccer thing this weekend in Atlanta that we have to go to Saturday morning. So we're going to chill tomorrow night and have movie night. We were supposed to watch Kong a couple of weeks ago. He's got soccer. His soccer is all over. He was in Myrtle Beach last weekend, and I forget what it was the weekend before. Anyway, we haven't had a chance to watch it. The Kong movie, even though it's been out for a few weeks. So we're going to watch that and Mortal Kombat tomorrow. What are the percentages that one of those two movies will be good? I mean, the Mortal Kombat movie looks good in the trailer, but, you know, in the trailer they just show people getting their spines ripped out and the get over here, and then at the end he's like, I'm Sub-Zero. That might be all the good parts in the movie, you know. Trailers are like highlight videos, you know. Every single kid that's ever played high school football in the last 15 years has an amazing highlight video on YouTube. And you go watch him play, and you're like, this guy's terrible. You know? This isn't a secondary channel. I agree, though. I do love my second channel, although I haven't used it in a long time. But this is my main channel, though. Isn't it? It's supposed to be my main channel. I didn't log into the second channel on accident, did I? I don't think so. Slim says, if you put your brain in low power mode, Kong is a pretty good movie. Somebody else a minute ago in the comment section said, if something, what did he, I'd have to scroll back up to see exactly what it was, but it was something like, if you watch the Kong movie and don't try to look at it as reality, it's decent or something. Who the hell watches a King Kong or a Godzilla movie like it is like it's reality? Right, Rob. It's a monkey fighting a lizard. Yeah. So I don't cue people. Yeah, well. Cue people. I mean, me and Lou Jr. are going to make nachos and eat a bunch of popcorn and lay in the living room for 4 hours and watch Kong and Mortal Kombat tomorrow. If the movies are terrible, there's still worse ways to spend a Friday night, right? Then we'll get up at 6 o'clock Saturday morning and drive to Atlanta for more soccer games. Whee! Kong is as real as the Meg. Well, the Megalodon actually did exist, though. The Meg is actually more real than King Kong. I mean, the Megalodon did exist at one time. King Kong, completely made up. Hate to bust that bubble for somebody listening out there, whoever you might be, but yeah, King Kong, totally made up. There's never been an actual King Kong. Megalodons did exist, though. Kong NATO. Now how many of those movies did they make? Now they made three or four of them things, didn't they? The Sharknado movies? My God. Sharknado 2. Sharknado 3. How many people were still watching Sharknado by the time the fifth one came out? Probably less than 5. Probably less than 5. You've never heard of Sharknado? Well, let me see if I can get another stream shut down here then.
driven them all up north.
I've never seen so many of them nor so bold.
It's barely even raining.
It's flooding here, and not the plumbing, the ocean.
You need to go home.
I'm not going anywhere.
Storm's coming and it's coming fast. Just can't sit back and watch this.
Tornado's heading towards the airport. We need to destroy it before it gets to them. Watch out!
You can't just wait here and wait for sharks to rain down on us.
We're gonna throw bombs into the tornadoes.
It's too dangerous. Too many of them. We're gonna need a bigger chopper.
Claudia, move!
It's time to leave Kansas, mate.
Billie Holiday. Why don't you ever sing Strange?
People watched that. So many people watched it that they made a part 2 and then a part 3. Somebody said they made 5 of them. I don't know. I know there was 2 or 3. Sharknado. Those flying monkeys gave me nightmares when I was a kid in The Wizard of Oz. Those flying monkeys were creepy as hell. I don't know. Sharknado. Yeah, the Anaconda movies. I think I saw the first Anaconda movie. I fell for it, I think. I never fell for the Sharknado. I never fell for the Sharknado movies, but I think I might have fell for the first Anaconda movie and accidentally watched it. Seems like I remember it being pretty terrible, too. Snakes on a Plane. Who was it that was in that movie? Oh, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. Why did he do that? Why did Samuel L. Jackson, wasn't it him that was in that? Why did he do that? He didn't have to do that movie. He didn't have to do it. Wasn't it Samuel L. Jackson? Man, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. Let's just do that. What are the worst movies you've ever seen? I mean, just absolute garbage. Sharknado. Snakes on a Plane. Oh my God. There's been some bad movies. What do you think about Django Unchained? Django was a great movie. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is was that bad? I saw it. It was a long time ago. I don't remember it being terrible. Slim says the Flintstones movie was disappointing. You had high expectations for the Flintstones movie, huh? You were let down, huh? Oh, okay. Nicolas Cage has about 80 straight to Netflix movies that have come out in the last 3 years. Shark Boy and Lava Girl? I've never seen that. I think I've heard of it, though. There was a movie called Tyre. It went around killing people. You got, you got to watch out for those tires. You got to watch out for those tires. Oh my God. Sharktopus? They're not making that, are they? Please tell me you're making that up. Batman and Robin with George Clooney. Straight doo-doo, says Slim. Is that the one where Jim Carrey plays the Riddler? Or is that a different one? All right, you ready, Vic? The Mulan live action remake. I haven't seen it. It's terrible. The Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy is so good that it makes all the other ones look terrible. Christopher Nolan's a genius, though. He's one of my favorite directors. He did the Dark Knight trilogy. And those are so good. The rest of the Batman movies, all of the other Batman movies are terrible compared to that trilogy. The Dark Knight series is so good. There's people that like that movies that don't even care about Batman. You know, it's just a good. Forget that it's a Batman movie. Those are just great movies. All three of them. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Is that the one where Leonardo DiCaprio keeps climbing the water tower? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that one. Vic, you can just call my cell phone today. You don't have to call the show number. Just call my cell phone number whenever you're ready. The last Star Wars trilogy was a pile of social justice warrior garbage, says Celine Driver. I'm willing to bet Celine Driver didn't see any of the last 3 Star Wars movies. I'm willing to bet he read that somewhere or saw it on Newsmax. Take that back, Lee. Don't ever say anything negative about the Three Stooges in here again. No.
Yeah, good morning. That is Mike Vick here.
Good.
Yeah, and it's time for Lou and I.
More theme music, Vic, or is that good?
No, it's good.
More? Okay.
No, not more.
Oh, not more.
Not more.
I thought you said yes.
No, I said no.
Oh.
Okay.
Were you considering saying maybe?
No.
Okay. Good. So Lou and on with VicTube. You know what? I don't think I checked my email yesterday. I don't even know what we're talking about today. So why don't you fill us in?
We're talking about the Kennedy assassination.
Kennedy assassination. Oh my God.
Yeah, the ones of John F. Kennedy and Robert F. Kennedy. Yeah.
Now, is JFK the greatest conspiracy theory movie of all time?
Probably.
I'm going to have to add that now. No, yes, maybe, or probably.
Yeah, there you go.
You say probably.
Probably.
If it's not the best, what would some other choices be?
Most likely.
No, I mean, what movie?
Oh, you're asking what other movie?
Yeah, if JFK is not the best conspiracy movie, what would be? Exactly. It's JFK.
Yeah.
It's JFK.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's JFK though.
Yeah.
Now let's with the Kennedy assassination conspiracy theories, and there's tons of them. Let's start with this one, because it's not very often you have a president of the United States buy into some of these things. Did Ted Cruz's dad really kill Kennedy? Because that's what Trump said.
No, that's what Trump said. Yeah, Trump said that that Ted Cruz's dad was friends with Lee Harvey Oswald, and that they had been and that they were eating breakfast together the day of the assassination.
If anybody would know, Trump would.
Yeah, that's
So-
right. Because he's the president. That's right. So he knows. So he knows all the secrets.
Right. Right. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So first off, I need to let you know that I have to get off at about 9:30 or so, because today I'm getting my second COVID vaccine.
Oh, good.
But anyway, but I digress.
Yes.
Anyway, so we know that in 1963, JFK was shot and killed supposedly by Lee Harvey Oswald, and then Lee Harvey Oswald was later killed by Jack Ruby,
Right.
who was a nightclub owner, and he was killed while he during a jail transfer.
Yeah, during a perp walk.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Yeah.
sounds pretty. It sounds pretty suspicious to me.
Yeah, well,
It sounds like he may have been silenced.
by who?
Yeah, by who? Probably the CIA, probably, or the FBI. The Warren Commission.
Yes.
Was set up to investigate the assassination.
Right.
Yes, and then someone claiming to be Lee Harvey Oswald had been making trips to the Soviet and Cuban embassies in Mexico City.
So name all the people that have been blamed for having Kennedy killed over the years. The CIA, Russia, the mob,
CIA,
Cuba, Fidel
Russia,
Castro.
Cuba,
Who else? The FBI, J. Edgar Hoover.
Edgar Hoover.
The cross-dressing person in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah, right. Yeah. Mom Johnson. Yeah.
Lyndon Johnson, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lyndon Johnson.
Who else? Oh, Ted Cruz's dad.
Yeah.
Have you ever been blamed for killing Kennedy?
No.
No? You might be the only one.
That's right.
You might be the only one. I don't know.
Yeah. Have you ever been blamed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I have. Have been blamed. But I didn't do it. So.
Yeah. I didn't do it either.
Now, whatever happened to Jack Ruby?
Jack Ruby.
Was he allowed to live?
Yeah.
He was?
Let's see. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't really look too much into him, but I know that he was arrested after he killed Oswald.
Yeah, I know that. Did he just die an old man in prison, or? Well, you just go ahead. Talk about whatever. I'll look that up. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah, I will admit that. Yeah, that I didn't. My mom looked that I may have overlooked that little detail. Yeah. So anyway, so then Oswald had been making trips to the Soviet and Cuban embassies in Mexico City, but my mom found out that the photographs of Lee Harvey Oswald and the man calling himself Oswald, who went to Mexico City, were not the same person. So the question is, who did go to Mexico City? Yeah. Then there were tapes of where this fake Oswald had called those embassies, and they did not match his voice. So we don't really know who was down there.
Jack Ruby died of cancer. 4 years later.
Oh.
In prison. Well, he died in the hospital, but yeah. He appealed and won a new trial, but then mysteriously got cancer and died.
Yeah, I don't understand why they wanted to put him in jail for avenging the president.
Right. Makes no sense. What did he know and when did he know it?
Yeah, no, y'all were gonna. Yeah, they were gonna kill Oswald anyway. So.
What did he know? When did he know it?
Yes, and what did he know? Yeah.
And more importantly, what didn't he know? And why didn't he know it? So, no magic bullets?
Yeah, there was a magic bullet, yes.
Right.
Yes, there was a magic bullet that struck Kennedy in the head, yeah.
And what was magical about this particular bullet?
This was a bullet that killed him. Yeah, the bullet that was supposedly fired from Oswald's gun.
Well, and it also made several 90-degree turns, which is a little unusual for a bullet.
Wow. Okay.
Little unusual.
And then there are also rumors that there may have been a second shooter.
Oh yes, the grassy knoll.
The grassy knoll shooter.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Because, second shooter.
Yeah.
Now, who could that have been? Ted Cruz's dad?
No. Yeah, Ted Cruz's dad, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, and
now, he's Canadian. Now, Ted Cruz's dad is Canadian, so...
Ted Cruz's dad is Canadian.
So what does that mean? Or Cuban, whatever he is. He's Cuban, ain't he?
Oh, yeah, I know, because his name is Cruz, so I'll be surprised that he was from Canada. Oh, you mean he was from Cuba, you mean? Okay.
Yeah, he's from Cuba.
Okay.
Now, that must mean something.
Yeah.
Because Cuba was in on it, weren't they?
The Cubans may have been behind it. Yes, that would make make a lot of sense.
Right. The Bay of Pigs, or no?
The Bay of Pigs. Yeah, the Bay of Pigs may have had something to do with it. Yeah.
Right.
Bay of Pigs. Yeah, where he tried to overthrow Castro. Yeah.
Right. And did that work?
No.
No.
So we tried to raise a rebellion. Yeah.
Right. Didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out. That's right. That's right. Yeah, the rebellion was crushed, and those rebels ended up getting their asses beat. So he was trying to invade Cuba with people who had, fled Castro's regime. So we sent them back to try to overthrow Castro, and it didn't work.
Right. Now, Captain Tripp says that Kennedy's driver shot him with a neurotoxin extracted from a shellfish.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I thought it was Umbrella Man.
Umbrella Man.
Yeah, there was a guy in the crowd who had an umbrella, and it wasn't raining. So, that's right, and he is believed to have thrown the poison dart. Yeah.
Is that that's a real theory?
Yeah.
Poison dart with out of an umbrella. I've never heard that one, yeah. But that shit sounds like something out of a. I mean, we were talking about the Batman earlier. That sounds like something the Riddler would do in those old Batman TV shows from the 70s with Adam West.
Yeah.
Or the Penguin. Yeah. Captain Tripp says maybe it was the Penguin.
Yeah, the Penguin.
The damn Penguin.
The Penguin.
Damn, Danny DeVito killed Kennedy. So this is starting to make sense now.
Yeah.
This is starting to make sense now.
Yeah.
But no, I never heard the thing about Umbrella Man. Or if I did, I don't remember it. Yeah, strange. Now, what did Lee? I guess so. Lee Harvey Oswald, because he was killed so soon, so he never even did. He ever even have an opportunity to tell anybody why he did it?
No.
Okay.
No, that's right. Yes, so his motives died with him.
Right. And well, he was arrested in a movie theater or something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Afterwards or something, he ran out of the bookstore or something. I mean,
that's right. Yeah.
Isn't that what anybody would do? Isn't that what anybody would do right after you shoot the president of the United States? Just run down, run over to the movie theater, check out a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, he was arrested for killing a cop. Yeah. He was arrested for killing a cop, and then they found out that he killed the president.
Right. Now, how'd they find that out? He killed the cop afterwards, or?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I forget how that happened or why. So. Yeah, why did he kill the cop?
I don't know. Maybe the cop tried to arrest him. I don't know. Maybe
For what?
Because he was crazy. I don't know.
Was it against the law to be crazy back then?
Yeah.
It was? They'll put you in a loony bin back then, didn't they?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, they put you in a damn loony bin. Let's see what this.
That's right.
What does this say here?
Yeah, loony bin. Yeah. Yeah,
Sent to a juvenile. He was sent to a juvenile detention center at the age of 12, during which time he was assessed by a psychiatrist as being, quote, emotionally disturbed.
Okay.
Yeah, after attending 22 schools in his youth. Finally, when he was 17, he joined the Marines. Now, the guy grows up in a nut house, literally, diagnosed as being emotionally disturbed. And what do?
They let him into the
They let him into Marines and train him to kill. So he was court-martialed twice while in the Marines, jailed multiple times. Then he was honorably discharged from active duty into the reserves. Then he promptly flew to Europe and defected to the Soviet Union in 1959.
Yeah, that's right. He lived in the Soviet Union.
Lived there, married a Russian woman, had a daughter. In June of 1962, he returned to the United States with his wife and eventually settled in Dallas, where his second daughter was born. Oswald shot and killed Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963, from the 6th floor of the book depository as the president traveled in his motorcade. About 45 minutes after shooting Kennedy, Oswald shot and killed a Dallas police officer on a local street. He then slipped into a movie theater where he was arrested for the police officer's murder. Oswald was charged with the assassination of Kennedy, but he denied responsibility for the killing, stating that he was a patsy, meaning he was framed.
A what?
A patsy,
Okay.
meaning he was framed.
He was framed.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 days later, Oswald was fatally shot by a local nightclub owner, Jack Ruby, on live television in the basement of the Dallas police headquarters. In 1964, a year later, the Warren Commission concluded that Oswald acted alone. This conclusion, though controversial, was supported by investigations from the Dallas Police Department, the FBI, the United States Secret Service, and the House Select Committee on Assassinations.
Yeah, but we know better.
Right.
So.
Despite forensic, ballistic, and eyewitness evidence supporting the official findings, public opinion polls have shown that most Americans still do not believe that the official version tells the whole truth of the events, and the assassination spawned numerous JFK assassination conspiracy theories. I'm trying to see what he did about killing this cop, though. Why did he kill the cop?
I definitely believe that that someone was behind it. Yeah.
What is this? About 10 minutes after the shooting, Oswald boarded a city bus. Due to heavy traffic, he requested a transfer from the driver and got off 2 blocks later. He then took a taxi to his house and entered through the front door at 1 p.m. According to his housekeeper, Oswald immediately went to his room, walking pretty fast, and then he left a few minutes later, zipping up a jacket he was not wearing when he had entered the house earlier. As Oswald left, the housekeeper looked out the window and last saw him standing at the corner of blah, blah, blah. At approximately 1:15 p.m., Dallas Patrol Officer Tippett drove up in his patrol car alongside Oswald, presumably because Oswald resembled the police broadcast description of the man seen by witnesses leaving the Texas Book Depository. He encountered Oswald near the corner of East 10th Street and whatever. This is about 9/10 of a mile from Oswald's house. Tippett pulled alongside Oswald and they exchanged words through the window. Shortly after 1:15, Tippett exited his car. Oswald immediately fired his pistol and killed the policeman with 4 shots. Numerous witnesses heard the shots and saw Oswald flee the scene holding a revolver. 9 people positively identified him as the man who shot Tippett. They found 4 cartridge cases at the scene, and they were identified by expert witnesses before the Warren Commission and the House Select Committee as having been fired from the revolver found in Oswald's possession. However, the bullets taken from Tippett's body could not be positively identified as having been fired from Oswald's gun, as the bullets were too extensively damaged. So, I mean, this stuff just doesn't make sense at every turn. No wonder there's so many conspiracies about this thing. None of this makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy's emotionally disturbed and has been in YDC and the Funny Farm for the majority of his childhood. Let's put him in the Marines. Teach him how to kill people. Court-martialed twice and jailed multiple times while in the Marines, but then for some reason, honorably discharged. Honorably.
Yeah, why honorably? Should have been dishonorably. I mean,
Immediately defects to Russia, lives there, marries a Russian woman, moves back here, travels to Cuba, Mexico, New Orleans, ends up in Dallas, kills Kennedy from the 6th story of a bookstore, kills a cop, watches a movie, gets arrested, then gets killed 2 days later. I don't know why people don't just accept the story they're told.
Emotionally disturbed.
He said he was emotionally disturbed. Now I'm emotionally disturbed, but I'm not joining the Marines.
Right. I think that there are varying levels of mentally disturbedness.
Oh, I'm off the charts, buddy. Listen. My head is so screwed up, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, this is one of those conspiracies that could be true, but the problem is there's 100 different conspiracies. Which one is true? If you assume that the version of events that we're told is true is not true, then what is true? Who was it? Was it Lyndon Johnson? Was it the mob? Was it the CIA? Was it the FBI? Was it Russia? Was it Cuba? Was it the cross-dressing lady in New Orleans? Who was it?
We don't know.
I mean, it sounds funny to keep saying Ted Cruz's dad did it, but he's as likely to have done it as any of the other people we've just named, right?
Right.
I got you, Slim.
Yep, DJ Ukulele says it was Mrs. Peacock in the lounge with the wrench.
Oh. That's Uncle Lou's favorite board game from when I was a kid, by the way.
Yeah, Clue. Yeah, that's
Love
that's
that game. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that game.
They made a movie of that. It was cheesy as hell.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Clue, the movie?
Yeah.
It was cheesy. The mob killed Kennedy, says Matt E. Michael Francesi of the mob. Look him up on YouTube. The mob killed Kennedy. Michael Francesi breaks it down. Interesting to listen to. I've listened to all those Michael Francesi interviews.
he was investigating the mob. Yeah, or Robert Kennedy was.
Right, and he was killed what, a
That's
month
right.
later? How long after
No,
JFK?
It was in '68.
Oh, so he was killed 5 years later.
Yeah, it was much
Okay,
later.
I don't know why I thought it was like a year later or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was killed in California though at a press conference or something.
That's right. Well, that was after he had won the Democratic primary in California.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I guess so. So it looks like he probably would have won the nomination if he hadn't been killed.
Well, after all the work they put in to get rid of JFK, they couldn't let his little brother take over. I mean,
whoever they is, didn't want him to be president. So.
The only thing I know about they is that they aren't him. That's all I know. I can tell you that.
That's right. Yeah, and then Robert Kennedy was supposedly killed by Sirhan.
Right.
That's right.
When you say supposedly, now he was killed on live TV.
The official story.
Well, he was killed on live TV.
Yeah, that's the official story. Yeah.
I've seen Sirhan kill RFK, haven't you?
Yeah.
There are people that think that's not what happened. Because you keep saying that's the official story, like there's an unofficial story.
That's right.
He was killed in front of 100 million people. I mean, the video's on YouTube. You can watch it now, can't you? Listen to this. August 1944, Joseph P. Kennedy, which I believe is JFK's father, died when the airplane he was piloting accidentally exploded over England. 1948, Kathleen Kennedy died in a plane crash in France. 1963, Patrick Kennedy died of infant respiratory distress syndrome 2 days after his birth. November 1963, JFK killed. June 1968, RFK shot and killed. April 25th, 1984, David Kennedy dies of drug overdose in Palm Beach, Florida hotel room. The fourth of Robert Kennedy's 11 children. David saw his father assassinated on live TV in the family hotel room following a car accident. David began to abuse painkillers and was in and out of detox. He was in Florida to see his mother, who had just had a stroke. 1997, Michael Kennedy dies in a skiing accident after crashing into a tree. Bunch of likely stories here. 1999, JFK Jr. dies when the plane he's in crashes in the Atlantic Ocean. 2011, Kira Kennedy dies of a heart attack while exercising, Washington, D.C. 2012, Mary Kennedy, former wife of Robert Kennedy, dies by suicide. No one ever believes that. 2019, Royson Kennedy, granddaughter of RFK, dies in accidental drug overdose at the Kennedy compound in Hyannisport. 2020, Maeve Kennedy and her 8-year-old son go missing on a canoe trip. Now, who the fuck goes canoeing? None of this makes sense. No one canoes. I'm sorry. No one canoes. They don't. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
So, that's a lot of weird stuff. The one about the canoe trip might be the weirdest one. You ever called somebody up and asked them what they were doing and they told you I'm about to go canoeing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, paddle faster. Yeah, I hear banjos.
What you gonna do today? You gonna watch the game today, or you got some yard work to do, or no? I'm just going canoeing. I'm gonna hollow out a tree, float down the river in it. I'm gonna call it canoeing.
Yeah. I think for it to be canoeing, yeah, you also have to have a paddle. Yeah.
Yeah. Any chance EDP killed Kennedy?
No.
Are there any EDP conspiracies?
No.
Are you sure?
That's right. Yeah, because yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. Are there any conspiracies about the people that busted EDP?
No. There are.
Yes. They're pedophiles too. And racist.
Yeah.
They're only busting pedophiles because they view it as competition.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They want less pedophiles because it increases their odds.
Yeah.
Now, that's the conspiracy. I'm not suggesting that's true.
Yeah. What does EDP have to do with Kennedy?
That's what I'm asking you. You a fan of EDP or something?
Yeah. EDP wasn't even born then.
Supposedly. So you just accept the official story with EDP? You don't think there's no conspiracy there?
No.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that when EDP was trying to meet with a 13-year-old girl.
Right. You accept the official story?
No. Well, what is the official story? I don't really know that much about it. I wasn't really in.
The official story is that he was trying to meet with a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that's the official story. You believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it too. It's on video. God. Oh, man. So, okay, let me ask you this, Vic. Is there anyone alive today that knows the truth about JFK? If the truth is anything other than Oswald shot him from a bookstore window, are there people still alive that know something firsthand? Firsthand. Anybody still alive? That was 60 years ago. So if somebody was 25 and in on it, they'd be about 85 now.
Yes. So yes, there's probably someone alive who knows the truth. Yes.
Right.
From firsthand experience.
Do you think the government in general knows? Like, do you think there's some report or something somewhere, and it's just being kept from us, or do you think it's just a very few amount of people that know?
Yeah.
Like when you become president, they hand you a folder and it's like, oh, damn, the mob did kill him. You know, or like, what do you, or what?
Yes, if that's what happened, then yes, the president would know. All the presidents would know.
Okay.
If the official story is not true, then the president would know that.
Right. Hey, Johnny, go back to drooling into your Fruit Loops and watching reruns of I Dream of Jeannie. Then you don't have to be here, sir. You're choosing to make a better decision.
Yeah. Marcus Aurelius says STFU, Johnny. Yeah, you tell him, Marcus. Yeah.
There's a billion YouTube channels, but you're here. And being here is probably the smartest thing you've ever done in your life. What were we saying?
Yeah, I was saying that the president would know.
Yeah, the president would know. The president would know. Now, do you have an opinion?
Yes, I think that it probably was Lee Harvey Oswald, but he was, but he did not act alone. I think there was someone else who told him to do it.
That's what I think. I think Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy from the 6th floor of the bookstore or whatever the hell. I don't think there was any other shooters, but I do believe it's possible he was put up to it some kind of way, manipulated, which of course is what he claimed, sort of, when he said the famous line, "I'm a patsy."
That's right. So manipulated or ordered.
Or ordered, yeah. Or, I mean, it is possible. Listen, just think about how many lunatics there are walking around right now, right?
Yeah.
It is possible for somebody to be so deranged that they just wake up one day and go, you know what?
I'm going to kill the president.
Right. Because we see people do that all the time to other people, you know.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to say, yes, that I know that the president is going to be having a parade, and it's
right.
going to be, right here in Dallas.
Yeah.
I think I'll shoot the president from the 6th floor of the bookstore.
Yeah. So, and people say, well, yeah, but it's hard to get away. It's hard to get away with it if you kill the president or whatever. Most of these people who do this stuff don't plan on getting away with it anyway. So,
yeah.
Like these people that walk into Walmart and just start shooting people, they know they're not getting away with it. They don't even plan on it. They usually kill themselves anyway. So,
yeah.
Just think about how many lunatics there are. It is possible that this nut just woke up and said, this is what I'm going to do. That is possible. I don't think it's completely impossible. It's not impossible for someone to kill the president on their own. It's more difficult than killing a stranger at Walmart, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that some nut just wakes up one morning and goes, you know what, this is what I'm going to do today, and then tries to do it. I mean, we've seen the guy that shot Reagan. Did the CIA do that? Or no? The guy was a lunatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy was a nut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. If the government really was behind it, then it would have worked. Then he would have died if the government was really behind it. Yeah, I mean, some greater power.
I mean, some lunatic tried to kill Reagan here in Augusta.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was a lunatics who tried to kill him twice, right? Or was it 3 times? Yeah, no, it was more than once.
I mean, this guy here drove his pickup truck through the front gates of the Augusta National. Now, that's more dangerous than trying to assassinate the president. But he did. He drove a pickup truck right through the gates of the Augusta National while Reagan was in there. Took a bunch of hostages in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The good news is Reagan had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, he never knew what was going on, that guy.
Yeah.
Guy had Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
What's the deal with J. Edgar Hoover?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I'm just meaning, what's the deal with him?
What's the deal with him?
Yeah, what's your opinion on J. Edgar Hoover? I just want to know.
Oh well, I don't know. I don't really know that much about J. Edgar Hoover. Yeah, he was the FBI director.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, I know. There's a J. Edgar Hoover building in Washington D.C.
Yes, the FBI building.
Yeah.
Right. Now, what sort of hobbies did he have?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
He was a cross-dresser.
Oh, okay.
And he had a list too. Which is why no one ever messed with him.
So he had a list. You mean like a hit list?
Well, not like a list of people he wanted to kill, but he had a list of all, pretty much everyone in government, and all their skeletons.
Right. So he knew their secrets.
He knew it all. He knew it all.
That's right. And you can use that to blackmail people, right?
Yes. J. Edgar Hoover.
Yep, Edgar Hoover. Yeah, this has been fun, but we need to go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay, VicTube, I know you said you had to go at 9:30, and it's 9:33. Sorry for keeping you over. Thank you for coming on. You did an amazing job again, per usual, and we'll do it again next Thursday.
Yeah, can't wait.
All right, buddy. Take it easy. Another great episode of Luanon with VicTube. Thank you, VicTube. That was amazing. We learned all there is to know about the Kennedy conspiracies. You should call random people again and see if they pick up. You know, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll play on the phone tomorrow on the morning show. Let's do that. I got to call that hotel in Pigeon Forge and argue with them anyway. So that's not a bad idea. We'll play on the phone tomorrow on the morning show. Biden seems like he's on the early stages of dementia, so who is really running the White House? I don't know. I guess whatever group of people was running it when Reagan was president. Reagan didn't know where he was. I better stop talking about Reagan. No, people would rather you slap their mother than talk about Ronald Reagan. They. Yes, Trips, you already know. It's definitely they. It's definitely they. Slim Shady with the PayPal. I got distracted earlier. Sorry, Slim. Slim says, I don't believe the official report. Donald Trump killed Kennedy only to later break into the Watergate Hotel. He keeps all the evidence to both crimes in Jimmy Hoffa's briefcase. Y'all remember the Geraldo special where he tried to tell everybody he had done figured out where Jimmy Hoffa's money was buried? And he did a live thing, and they got these guys in there with sledgehammers tearing down this brick wall. They tear the wall down, they peek in, there's nothing in there. Damn Geraldo. Those people. Yeah, those people, man. I don't even like talking about those people. Hey, how's Chess been doing this week on his self-imposed 7-day YouTube break? Has anybody caught him? Has anybody caught him? Has he? I don't think he's made any videos, but he said he wasn't gonna watch or be in any chats or anything. Has anybody seen him? Or is he really taking the week off? I hadn't seen him. That's true, Rob Dog. Got his nose broke too. In a didn't he did a show with I think he did a show where he had the Klan and who was it? He had the Klan or somebody on his show, and a huge fight broke out and he got his nose broke. You seen Chess? Rick says, I seen Chess on Snapchat yesterday sending selfies to Dan Mullen. He's a Florida man, Lou. Yes, he is. Did Chess show up in the comments section? And I missed it? Is Chess in here? Sounds like the Discovery special where the guy was supposed to get swallowed alive by an anaconda, and then after the 3-hour special, he tapped out and the show ended. I remember that. I remember that. Rounders is the best poker movie. Facts. Facts. Pay him his money. Pay him. Pay him his money. Rounders is a great movie. Matt Damon. Yeah, Rounders is an amazing movie. You don't have to like poker, or you don't even have to know anything about poker. It's not, I mean, it's just a great movie regardless. I wouldn't mind seeing that movie again, actually. That's a great movie. Molly's Game. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah, Mortal Kombat coming out tomorrow. I'm going to watch it tomorrow with Lou Jr. We're going to watch that in Kong. We haven't seen Kong vs. Godzilla yet. We were supposed to watch it like 2 different weekends, but hadn't worked out, so we're going to watch it tomorrow. But the plans are set in stone. We're eating nachos and popcorn and watching Kong vs. Godzilla in Mortal Kombat. "21 is the best poker movie." Yeah. Major League is the best football movie. Somebody was talking about Warrior earlier. I haven't seen it. Is it good? I might check it out. You know what I started watching on HBO? Because someone told me it was really, really good, and I'm only on the second episode. The Undoing. Yeah, The Undoing. Nicole Kidman is in it. I think Hugh Grant is in it. I think that's his name. I've only seen like 1.5 episodes. I started watching it last night, but I had a couple people tell me that was really good. I haven't, but so I don't know. I'll let you know. Warrior's a great martial arts show. I'll have to check that out too then. Opening scene of Mortal Kombat is on YouTube. Yeah, it was on my show until YouTube shut it down. I tried to play it. YouTube shut it down. I don't really know what The Undoing is about yet. It's either at the end of episode. I think it's at the end of. It's either the end of episode 1 or the beginning of episode 2. One of the characters in the movie is murdered. So I'm guessing the rest of the show is about who murdered that character. Sea Dog, that wasn't a dream. That was foreshadowing. The Program equals best football movie. The Program is definitely my favorite college football movie ever. It's a great movie. A great movie. No, we actually didn't talk that much about EDP. You know what we'll do? We'll wait till Monday. Chess Hall does the traffic report on Monday where he talks about things that have happened on YouTube over the last week. So if you're interested in anything I have to say about EDP, that'll be on Monday's. I was going to talk about it today, but then we ran out of time with Mike Vick with his conspiracy garble. And I don't have time to get into it now, so maybe we'll just wait till Monday to talk about that. Has he said anything, EDP? EDP is famous. I don't know what's supposed to be. I don't know what that means. Is EDP supposed to be? I don't think anyone is supposed to be famous. It just happens. Joe Rogan had a doctor on yesterday. According to her, testosterone is dropping by 1% every year. Probably Florida man's problem. That's probably the best thing he can do. If he hadn't said it, that's probably the best thing he can do because he's not coming back from this one. I mean, even if he doesn't end up in jail, I can't imagine. YouTube will probably shut all of his content down. I would imagine. YouTube may not allow him back on anymore. I don't know if those people ever at the end, if you watch the whole video those people put out at the end of the 45-minute video, the guy is either on the phone with the police or he's pretending to be on the phone with the police. I honestly can't tell which. And then he never says whether he actually called the police or whether they actually showed up or not. I mean, EDP runs to his car when he thinks the guy's on the phone and he's either calling the police or pretending to. EDP runs to his car and drives off, and the video kind of ends. And the guy doesn't tell us whether he actually called the police, whether they ever showed up, if any report was filed, if they handed over all those messages and stuff they had or whatever. So I have no idea. I have no idea. But hopefully Chess will know on Monday when he does his traffic report. He can fill us in. And now everybody's putting out videos bashing those people that busted EDP, which some of the videos I've seen do make them look pretty bad. He's a YouTuber, EDP. eat that pudding. Oh, God. Bacon Ninja, thank you for hitting the super chat to support the show. I really appreciate that. Uh-oh. Chess Hall has sent me 2 PayPals. He must be watching. He says, I miss all of y'all. And then he says, I will have a great traffic report for you on Monday. Go Dogs. I knew I could count on Chess Hall for that traffic report on Monday. He's got plenty of material, that's for sure. A YouTuber shot someone? No. What are you talking about? Papa Lou declassified your top secret info. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know how EDP would fare. I can tell you one problem EDP would have in prison is they don't give you enough to eat. That's not going to be good for him. That guy, just go to YouTube and type in EDP. It'll answer all your questions. If you don't know who he is. Bama Banker says the old chess is back. I don't know if that's not necessarily a good thing, is it? EDP isn't the only predator on YouTube. Well, yeah, but he's the only one that got caught 2 days ago and that everyone is talking about. So talking about something doesn't imply that whatever you're talking about is the only instance of that. Who has the best fight song? I thought about ranking all the college football fight songs. Oh, man. Well, everyone's going to pick their own team as number one. When you do something like that, if you ask somebody what their favorite fight song is, you have to tell them, but you can't name your own team. That's how you figure out who has the best fight song. Yeah, you triggered me. I'm absolutely irate now. The twist at the end of Draft Day gets me every time. I still haven't seen that movie. Is that the one with Kevin Costner? I still haven't seen that. Who is Dan? I can't settle down. I'm triggered and irate.
Stop mistreating Uncle Lou!
Yeah, you're going to make me triggered and irate. I'm livid. I'm shaking mad. The oldest rivalry in the South, North Carolina Tar Heels and Virginia. I don't know. Georgia and Auburn have been playing for 100 years or more. More than 100 years. How long have, who'd you say, North Carolina and Virginia? Let's see. UNC versus Virginia. Oh, let's see. Well, yeah, they've been playing a long time too. They started playing in 1892. I think that's when Georgia and Auburn started playing too. Sometime around there. Yeah, same year. Georgia and Auburn started playing in 1892, same as Virginia and North Carolina. Georgia and Auburn have played 60 plus 50 is 110, 117. Georgia and Auburn have played 125 times. North Carolina and Virginia have played 110, 122, 126 times. I wonder if there's anybody that has played more than that. 126 times. Ohio State and Michigan have played about 115 times. That's why I do this show, Rick, to make you proud. Someone told me Auburn owns UGA. Were they a retarded person? Oh, Wisconsin, Minnesota, 130. Russell Westbrook fan told you that? So it was a retarded person. Okay. That's what I sort of figured. I read that the North Carolina Tar Heels threw the first forward pass. Well, North Carolina was first in flight, you know. I don't know if I can find an answer to that, though. Let's see. Here you go. St. Louis quarterback Bradbury Robinson completed the first legal pass on September 5th, 1906, when he threw 20 yards to Jack Snyder in a scoreless tie against Carroll College. Robinson's first attempt fell incomplete, resulting in a turnover. That completion drew little attention, but a month later, a pass from Wesleyan's Sam Moore to Erwin Van Tassel in a game against Yale garnered more attention, including accounts in the press. It took another year and a team from Pennsylvania's Carlisle Indian Industrial School to showcase the potential of the pass. In 1907, Glenn Scobie, a.k.a. Pop Warner, had returned to coach at the boarding school for Native Americans that he'd built into a football powerhouse, largely through trick plays and deception. Over the years, he drew up end-arounds, reverses, flea flickers, and even one play that required deceptive jerseys. Pop Warner had elasticized bands sewn into his players' jerseys so that after taking the kickoff, they would huddle, hide the ball under a jersey, and break in different directions, confusing the kicking teams. Warner argued there was no prohibition against the play in the rules. The tricks were how the smaller, faster Native Americans could compete against players 30 or 40 pounds heavier. Nothing in here about North Carolina that I can see. Pop Warner is credited with innovating the single and double wing offensive formations, the 3-point stance, and obviously coached at the University of Georgia. The more you know. Is Tennessee still cheating or not? I'm going to go with or not. They definitely haven't bought any recruits for the 2022 class because they don't have any recruits for the 2022 class. Georgia is a nothing. That's a physical impossibility. Something can't be a nothing. regardless of how juvenile someone's screen name is, something can't be a nothing. I hope that person is 12 or 13. Because if they're any older than that, that is really that's a damn shame. Look how easy it would be during a pandemic to recruit kids to play at home and play ball in a fertile area as Metro Atlanta is. Well, they did just have their best recruiting class ever. Well, not last year. That would have been the COVID year, but the year before that they did. I mean, Georgia Tech couldn't recruit for the last 15 years because they ran a triple option. And it's just certain players that aren't going to go there. Collins is doing what we've needed for a long time. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Georgia Tech would have recruited better or worse without Paul Johnson overall, but, I don't know if Georgia Tech would have been better without Paul Johnson, but they would have recruited better without Paul Johnson. I mean, when you run a triple option offense, you're eliminating about 80% of offensive players. They're just not going to go there. First 3 draft picks. Oh, I don't know. I know Trevor Lawrence is going number 1 overall. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen after that. No idea. Draft next Thursday, though, right? Yeah. So next Thursday night stream will start at like 7:30 or 8 instead of 10 o'clock because I always stream the first round of the draft. All right, guys, I guess I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all tuning in this morning, though. I'll be back tonight at 10 o'clock for the call-in show, so get your questions ready or comments or whatever. Call me tonight, 10 p.m., Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show. We'll take calls for an hour or so. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday, whatever you have going on. And I'll be back on here tomorrow at 8 a.m. to wrap up the week. I guess I got Ballard coming on tomorrow, I think, to read the news. So we'll see how that works out. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Bacon Ninja, thank you for hitting the super chat today. I appreciate that. And on the PayPal page, Chess Hall, our boy Slim Shady Canes, and Matt E. I appreciate that. Y'all take it easy. Enjoy your Thursday. Be good. And have a good morning.